which is sympathy. And it says, I know why the caged bird sings. When his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bar and he would be free, it is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that sends from his heart deep core, but a plea that upward to heaven he flings. I know why the caged bird sings. Yeah. Expressions of sympathy to the family of Alfred Johnson, November 1, 2013. As mayor of the District of Columbia, I wish to express my deepest sympathy for your loss of Alfred Johnson. Mr. Johnson was greatly loved by many who knew him. While you gather to reflect on the memories you shared with Mr. Johnson and how he touched the lives of those who knew and loved him. Now is the time to remember his caring, selfless spirit. On behalf of the residents of the District of Columbia, I extend to you my sincere condolences at this difficult time. Vincent C. Gray, Mayor of the District of Columbia. And the second one is from the mayor that we all love. Ward 8, Mayor, Council Member, Marion. I write to express my deepest sympathy for the loss of your loved one and my friend, Alfred Orlando Al Johnson Jr. My prayers are with you and your family at this difficult time. I know you will draw upon your own strength and the strength of your loved ones. I was very active in the District of Columbia in the 1960s. My favorite Unifix tune was Got to Get to You. He had a unique and powerful voice and a unique style of singing. Al was an amazing person, deeply rooted in family, community, and his tireless and continuous service to the world where he kept blessings in his song. What an accomplishment, as well as a blessing to have continued his talent with many artists where he shared his songwriting and vocal talent, as well as being a great solo artist. If you can believe all things are possible to him that believeth, please know that while your sorrow is great at this hour, joy cometh in the morning. Sincerely, Marion S. Barrett. To Reverends Willie Wilson and Mary Wilson, and others on the dais, family and friends, and particularly Sonia, that I spoke to for almost 20 years and never saw her until tonight. I spoke to her by phone whenever I was producing a show and needed to get Al there. And she always made sure that he was there on time and ready to do what he needed to do. Al was a man who never said no. At least he never said no to me. I had money to pay him or not. I used to do a lot of producing for senior citizens. And oftentimes they had no money and neither did I. So he would always come regardless. There is another acknowledgement that I need to make, and this man is a great friend to Al. His name is Adrian Clements. You all may not know him, but he is here tonight, and he was a great friend and supporter to Al Johnson, as well as Winfield Parker and Curtis Pope and Jimmy Smoot and Celine Hilton, who was the person that got in touch with Johnny Gill to do what he needed to do. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, forever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting thou art God. For 1,000 years in thy sight about yesterday, when it's past and as a watch in the night. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Oh, satisfy us early with mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Let thy work appear unto the servants, and thy glory unto their children. And the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thy work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish us. On behalf of the Howard Theater Restoration Board and the Howard Theater Community Committee, the DC Legendary Musicians, I convey our deepest sympathy to the family, friends, and all those who love and know Al Johnson. I will not read the rest of this in the interest of time, but I do want you all to know that this is not a show. This is a service. Al Johnson rendered service. He rendered service to the community. He rendered service to the city. He rendered service to the universe. So I want you all to know that I'm not here for a show. I'm here to have church and here to be in service. Thank God.